Okay, birthday's coming up, but that's not the point. Okay, so note to self, note to self, note to self. Monday. No, okay. Morning time. Carbohydrates. I don't have a lot of energy in the morning. It's not good to skip breakfast. I like carbs in the morning. It gets me going. I don't want coffee. Tea is okay. It's pretty neutral for my stomach and my energy. Preferably no caffeine, so carbs are kind of like, if I'm gonna space out my carbs, I'd rather have it earlier. That way I'm like, okay, it's like a boost. I'm like up. That way I have the energy just to start off to get my body going after the fast throughout the night. Lunchtime is when I eat my heaviest meal. So lunchtime is when I'm getting the proteins. Protein heavy lunches. Probably that's where I want to add some of the fat as well if I'm going to have it, because I'm having the protein, right? And so that balances out some of the fats that I'm getting. Not trans fats, just I don't really want to eat meat, but even just things like avocados and what else has fats? Cheese. I don't even eat cheese. It's hard because I don't really eat dairy. Anyways, that's beyond the point. Okay, so if I want to eat fats, whether it's nuts, why are you looking at me like that? He was looking at me kind of funny. Come here. Don't be a stranger. He's camera shy. Come here. What's wrong? Come here. Okay. Anyways, when I learn to edit, I might be more inclined to record myself and upload myself. Something's telling me to learn editing. I don't want to buy money for software. Okay. Lunch fats and nuts. That's not what I said. Protein. This is why I record myself. I leave notes because I don't like keeping things like in my hand. Like, I was very big into journaling, and then I started to acquire journals throughout my like decade of journaling, and I was saying, save the trees, but then it's like, how digitally secure are you even? So beat the system and just upload your shit. Upload your crap. Upload your content. I used to think I don't want to be a content creator. I just want to I don't know. Also, I wanted to be a content creator before that was even a thing. Like back in the hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel era. I didn't watch a lot of the YouTubers, just like Zoella, it was Alfie. Zoella was that girl. She was really that girl. Anyways, but yeah, I wanted to do The Sims, and my sister was like, people are gonna make fun of you, and then my sister literally started doing Sim content. So I don't know who even says that my videos have to be edited. Maybe raw film is what people desire, because sometimes, especially with someone who's neurospicy, who is a sensitive or sensory sensitive person, or someone who drifts off a lot, I think visibility matters, especially if you want to put a diagnosis on it. It's probably closely related to autism or ADHD. But I don't want to further put myself in a box that's like just for other people to swallow me easier when I like when it's just me and like I'm unmasked. It's like if I stare off into the distance, it's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay. And then I come back and then I just like continue talking. But it's like when you're in front of someone or like if you're in class or like sometimes it just comes off as you're not smart or you can't hold a thought, and it's just like, no, I hold many thoughts because I am a thinker and I inquire, and this started off as accountability for my food. And let me roll it back. Mornings carbohydrates. That's why I took a deep breath, because I was like, my brain is here, 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 and here. I got some of my energy back, and now I'm just trying to figure out, okay, how do I maintain that energy? Because it's like something clicked in my brain, and I was like, okay, record it. That way, because I was like, I need like a video recorder or something. Like, I have my phone, but when you have visibility wounds, that crap, shit. So yeah. Also, because I don't know, maybe I can watch this back one day. I'm not gonna watch this one back. Usually, I watch my videos back at least once before I upload. That way, like, if I like went too off topic or too like, you know, woo woo weirdo, I mean, this is not something I want to post. But usually, like when I open my phone and hit record, is usually something that is meant to be heard, but it's just like breakfast carbohydrates, lunch protein, fats, dinner. I feel better when I eat lighter in the evening. However, that's when a lot of my cravings come, because I don't know, like you're chilling, settling down, and then all of a sudden it's like Cheetos. So that's the tricky part, dinner. So that's the question mark. I know that I want to have like my carbohydrates to boost me up in the morning. I don't want to have to worry about anything with like macros, just like carb. Get the carb. Like, and when I say carb, I mean like fruit juice, no sugar added, stuff like that. Preferably melon or berries. Melon that have a lot of water content, and I try to only buy seasonal fruit. That way it tastes good. um Anyways, fruits in the morning, in the afternoon, I suppose. Whatever. Honestly, I felt inspired now. I just feel like I'm annoyed with this whole, because I'm forcing my brain to go back to what I initially hit record for, but then it's like maybe that's not what I meant to say or think right now. So what is it that I'm really meant to think or say? Well, my last video was saying sometimes you have to be a kid again. Then the one before that was like my debut. It's Duncan, not Duncan. What is the purpose of recording this? Is the purpose that there is no purpose? Is the purpose is stop searching for a purpose and just do what you want? I mean, you don't stop doing, like, obviously my brain, okay, this note to self, my brain drifted and it kept drifting and drifting. I felt like I was forcing myself to mask by pulling it back in, saying, okay, pull it back in. Why did you hit record? But it's like maybe the flow of thought is what recording myself allows me to do, not necessarily keep track of anything, because what stays in my brain is really the things that are valuable. And like I don't do well with trying to force information in my brain, which is why school is hard for me, but it's like I'm intelligent, and I would be intelligent if I had the piece of paper saying that I finished school. If I didn't have the paper, it's like, why do you suddenly believe I'm intelligent because I have a piece of paper? You know I'm intelligent because of the words I speak. I'm well spoken, I'm articulate, and I'm curious, and I call myself a lifelong learner, and I inquire, and people don't like my questions because I keep forgetting the elephant in the room is the elephant for a reason, but it's like, hello, like if the elephant is like directly affecting me, it's like, whose piece am I keeping? Like the elephant is literally right there. It's like not honking. Elephants do not honk. What's the word for elephants? Like the noise they make? I don't think they have a noise. Toot. Elephants do not toot. Elephants making noises. Do elephants make noises? Am I tripping? I gotta Google that. Okay, well, the elephant is evident to me, and I have to work on delivering my messages in a way that, well, there's no universal language, not just like dialect, or you have a southern twang or a Boston accent, or if your English is your native language. It's like nonverbal communication is real, or very real. That's how some people know, if like that's how you read a room. You can read a room and nobody's talking. So it's like, I say that like any universal language, but that's the thing. There is no universal language. The universal language is the soul. Eye contact. Spirit. Does your spirit feel settled, or does your spirit feel unsettled around this person? And that is the first way that I at least communicate. And then I go from there of how I approach you. Goodbye.